Y'all, I'm early, but I figured I was here, so let's just get this started. Oh shit, I forgot my watch and my soda. Hold on. Sorry, I'm not ready to stream yet, but I'm here. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Tuesday. We're going to discuss a few things, kind of a random topic that's kind of the bigger picture of what we're seeing out here, I think, on many levels. So, we're just going to do a quick check in, see how everybody's doing, and then I'm off back to editing. But you also get a treat. Kenzie is going to do her makeup in about an hour. So, let's go.
You're beautiful but unsatisfied since day one. You were getting teased and it scarred you when you were young. Now you're getting older and you've been on the grind. Your paper off the scale so you feel like it's time. So you got a nose job, that's the primary thing. People tease you as a kid and for some reason you hit. Always into high fashion, girl, you heavy like lead. Liposuction out your shell like a chicken and egg. Feeling confident but now you're becoming obsessed. First your nose, then your weight, now your butt and your breast. It's a vanity fair, cosmetic overdose. Fiending for a next operation like it was dope. Now you feel the need to skin pill, your skin's no good. But if those around you were real, they'll tell you the truth. Just because you spending thousands, that don't make it alright. Had one problem, now it's many going under the knife. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on. Vanity Fair, yeah. Changing one or two things, cool girl, do you? Do you wanna be beautiful and look like you? Or do you wanna look like someone you saw in a magazine or video, but not in the raw? I like nice shaped bodies, bikinis Brazilian, but too much of anything just isn't appealing. Some people spend a lifetime, even a million. No grace like those unhappy when chilling. A girl with a big butt, big lips, small hips is what we all love to see, and men dream about this. There is nothing wrong with getting something broken fixed. Some women get a breast job cause cancer resists. Some women want to please their man and insist. And a woman really loves you if she wants to do this. But abuse ain't the same as intention with care. So be careful of the drug called the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, faceline, look at your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on.
Hey, y'all. I hope you're all having a wonderful Tuesday. I forgot what day it was for a minute. Hey, Dennis. Hey, Good Gumby, Quartz, Angel, Freeside, Marie, Notre Dame, Angie, Amethyst, Was That Just a Starry Night? Brenda, Hope's Echo. Oops, it just skipped. Was That Justice again? Trauma Punks, Hope's Echo, T, XO, BR1, XO, hello. Skip to my Lou, Tiger Talks. All right, y'all. I figured today would be a good day to just have a basic check-in. I started editing part 6 of this series. Y'all, there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about and like openly have a discussion about, because I've been really trying in this docuseries to keep my personal feelings in check, but there's some things that I need to say outwardly. And I have a tendency, most of you kind of probably picked up on this, of of when I get myself into a situation like this where I see something so clearly that, and we're going to get into like specifics of it. I have a hard time just like moving on, right? I take it on as it's my duty to lay it out so people can easily see, because so many times, and uni, prime example, and I name names. Hey, Periwinkle. Uh, just call you Brie. Okay. Oh, thank you. It's just a little, I don't even know what it is. It's probably from Ross or TJ Maxx. It's just a little shirt thing here, and I got jorts on. Anyways, what was I saying? See, I get so distracted so easily. There's just a whole lot that I carry on my shoulders, and I try to like maneuver and get it out in the most appropriate fashion, because anytime I say anything, hey Les, anytime I say anything with emotion behind it, people take and run with it. I cannot, like, the microscope that I've been under for the last 10, 11 months has been intense. Anything I say is twisted into something that's not. So I have no problem saying what I have to say ever. But I've been trying to separate the personal attacks that have been going on and just getting the facts out there. It gets a little hard. Part 6, part 5 starts to get a little hard because I don't tend to sit back and just let pieces of shit call me random names on the internet all along for no reason. There is a lot of things that happen here that are, I don't even know how to say it. This is a community thing, but this isn't just within this part of YouTube. This is the same exact downfalls that you've watched Creep Show Art. Katie Joy, same type of things. The abuse of power, the weaponizing of their subs, weaponizing of smaller channels, the punching down to smaller channels. And then as soon as somebody speaks out against a bigger creator, we're just for the purpose of what this is, we'll call it that. But they try to cancel you as soon as, hey, heels, hey, Bama, I hope you're feeling better, Bama. They continue to show themselves, and it's just this cycle. But you can take the very same situation, similar pieces with the Creep Show Art, Illuminati, and apply it to Molly Golightly, Uni. They're not much different. The characteristics, and it's a bigger platform, like they have more subs, but it's the same thing. They abuse their subs, they weaponize their subs, they get caught up, they start trolling themselves, they pay people to do their dirty work. It's the same playbook. And guess what? Uni's no different. Uni just has never elevated to that level because Uni's annoying. I hate to say it. Uni is not, how do I put this nicely? Uni is not palatable. Like, he is not somebody that a lot of people can watch. They see it for what it is and they're like, okay, this guy is full of shit. But he draws in a very specific audience. It's the same as the people that are on the other side of him. Same type of BS, abuse of power. But I want to talk about something, because this is something that between part 5 and part 6, I need to unload some of this, because it's not my weight to carry. First of all, I have never been attacked and lied on to the extent I have in the last 11 months. That gets to be a little bit hairy at times, and it's very targeted. And I start mentioning people like around Uni, such as Navy. Well, then I obviously plucked somebody, because once again, I got a message. Oh, I'm faking my pacemaker. You dumb ass. Like, how is that fake? Okay, you can see it in my chest. Like, they just start attacking stupid shit. And they try to distract and deflect, and they just try to go all of this way. But I obviously upset somebody, but I'm going to upset a lot more of you. If that upset you, of showing the pattern of Uni's not alone in this bullshit, we're going to go through and you're going to be upset. It's just what it is. It's not my problem. Uni took his subs and the channels that he associates and weaponized them, trying to destroy my channel. And I'm going to show you. Oh, yeah, the truth. Oh, yeah, they've just hit an all-time low. But the other thing that really pisses me off is the people condoning the people around him that are just like him. It took me months of saying things out loud and them trying to silence me for me to be able to actually say, okay, no, this is what it is, and we're going down this road. And I'm going to historialize it, Uni's words, so everybody knows who he is. He will not, and I repeat, he will not find himself in the same position in another community. And that will be for sure. Because people will start to see who he is. It's a pattern of behavior. He is the same as the people he surrounds himself with. The same, that's why he used me for months. It has been, oh, I'm so sorry, Obama. I know how that feels. Hey, villainess. Oh, Obama. Girl. That shit. Oh, they don't piss me off, but it's became so personal directed. So in part 6, just to give you guys an overview of where I'm coming from, part 6, I'm clipping through so many videos. But one part in his video that I didn't even know happened, Uni and Navy are on chat, or in Navy's on panel with Uni or whatever. They're doing a live stream. And they're discussing all of this stuff, and he's gaslighting the crap out of his subs, and he's going through my video, which they completely twisted and turned. And then they tried to tell everybody, oh, it was just Navy wanting to react. I don't give a shit if it was Navy wanting to react. I don't give two shits. Navy completely intentionally missed the point on purpose. It is what it is. That's on Navy. But then they demanded a response from me. They thought that I owed it to them, that I owed them some sort of respect or demand. And then those two mofos sat there and decided, meanwhile, they're on panel, they start talking about their messaging. You can tell they're messaging. He's like, check this Discord, whatever. And they're like making a plan of how to proceed. And the motherfuckers flat out say, oh, let's wait for Menace to do his video. Well, they didn't say video. Let's let Menace do his thing, and then we'll address it after. They intentionally set up these lies. Granted, Menace was busy with the family issue, so he didn't drop his video until May 13th. But still, this was all a targeted attack. All because I called Uni out on safety concerns of other women and dangerous behavior within the community. These are abuse of power. This is abuse of their subs. This is abuse, narcissistic abuse, if you ask me. I'm not diagnosing anybody, but hey, call a spade, and it is what it is. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Texas Tiff. Hey, y'all. It's good to see so many of you. It's just crazy, but let's look at this. I want to share this with you guys. This is from Psych Central. 5 ways narcissists project and attack you. I'm going to read it off my phone because I need glasses and I'm blind. So there's that. But then I'm going to address some more things. And this doesn't just apply to Uni. This applies to Molly. This applies to many people within these communities, not just at our level. I'm a tiny baby channel over here. But the truth threatens these people. The truth continues to, is this new? No, it was from April. Heels in the Air. I'm going through to finish my series out. The piece of part 6 is actually from, hold on, let me tell you. I was clipping it last night. I got a call. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. I think it's from May 1st. Hold on.
What I noticed about Betty. The songs and you'd be like,
it's between May 1st and 3rd. I don't remember which one it is. I have it in my thing, but I can't find it. I have so many things, but it's just in the pattern of things. but they intentionally weaponized other channels to do their bidding and try to destroy and discredit me. Guess who also tried to do that? That's why they tried to claim that I was Katie for the longest time, because they wanted to destroy and discredit me. Besides a few similarities with the way we talk, because I'm from the Midwest, she's from Minnesota, I was born in North Dakota. Besides that, there is no similarities between me and Katie Joy. I mean, you can go through and find some, but I am nothing like her. Nowhere close. But that's how they move, because they want to discredit people. They want to try to use the easy way. And then when that doesn't go, then they continue these bullshits of the email games, the troll games. They create fake profiles to troll themselves and do things to themselves and then claim it's somebody else doing it. This is happening at every level on YouTube. It's absolutely disturbing, to be honest. So let's look at this for a minute, though, because this is something that I found really interesting. So one of the first things, number one, is calling you things that you are not. Hold on, let me scroll over here. Oop. Let me get you to the right spot. Calling you things that you are not. A classic example, you're cheating on me when you're not, but you can bet they're cheating on you. Or you're selfish because you don't want to do what I'm asking you to do. They were demanding that I responded to certain people that I owe nothing to. And I was selfish. You only think about yourself. Meanwhile, they are the ones who constantly make up excuses, break promises, are unreliable, think only about themselves, or compete with you. There has been a nonstop competition just using the uni thing. I started coming live and I just fit it into my daily schedule. It worked for me because that's when my girls were gone. Now summer is here, so it's all over the place. But uni intentionally moves his time that he would go live to the exact same time. Or what he would do is I would schedule my live within minutes. He would schedule his live or come live as soon as I was live. I actually have videos of him throwing a fit because both me and Molly were live at the same time and he was live. And how dare we? And I will show that in part 6 too. Just insane. Not only that, they will forget all the things that you have already done for them. Interesting how I let that motherfucker use my content for months when he had no other end to it. Okay. In their eyes, they are entitled to your resources, time, money, and energy. And you are aggressing against them when you won't, can't, and don't give them what they want. They will not reciprocate unless there is some reason for them to. They will use various manipulation and abuse tactics like name calling, mocking, bullying, triangulation, minimizing, character defamation, berating feelings, trolling, obscuring the issue, deflecting, gaslighting, guilt tripping, provoking, unreasonable criticism, nitpicking, or plain verbal abuse to make you feel bad you didn't give in to their demands. Who does that sound like? Hey, Beefergs! Hey, Trio Monkey! Hey, Elizabeth! Hey, Becca! Hey, everybody! Good Laura! It's good to see all you guys. But who does that sound like? Molly, Uni. I mean, the list goes on. These people are all the same. They do the same things. They move the same ways. Right? It's crazy. Okay, let's continue to go. That's just number one. Oh, wait, we're not even done with number one yet. If it's not you, there's always someone else. Look how horrible this other person is. And do you know what this person did? Look back to part number 5 when Uni threatened that he was going to expose all my evidence he had from Facebook. Bitch, buckle up. You have no idea who you messed with this time. Because unlike the tactics that you use to try and shut other people up, they will never work with me. I have dealt with narcissistic abuse for a lot of my life. And I'm not about to deal with a gaslighting, manipulative, misogynistic prick at this point in time in my life, especially a stranger on the internet. It's just not going to happen. Meaning, forget about me and my shortcomings. Let's find somebody else with flaws and talk about them. That way, in their mind, we don't have to think about my shortcomings, or we will have to come to a conclusion that I'm great by default because everyone else is so horrible. I mean, could you say it any better? Number 2, grandiosity, mimicking, and exaggeration. Narcissists think that they are super, ultra, turbo, mega special, that they deserve exceptional treatment, or that they are justified in hurting others. They have grandiose goals and exaggerate their achievements to appear more impressive and more superior. Well, there. Huh. Huh. Okay. As a result, they may take upon other people's character traits and achievements. I mean, like service medals. I don't know what you're talking about, but this originates from a place of envy and self. I'm not even going to attempt that one because I butcher it every time. You guys see it on the screen. I know my shortcomings, and sometimes words are not my friends. Often to the degree of mimicking, plagiarizing, stealing, and being a fraud, all while defaming and belittling others. This is meant to destroy the credibility of their victims while appearing to be more competent themselves. This provides a handy distraction from what is really going on. Let's think about it. I all of a sudden became the biggest dry bagger on the internet. I all of a sudden became a malicious liar when I've not lied to anybody about anything. There's just no need for it. We're way too old for that bullshit. All of these things, think about what has been done. And I'm just using the uni example. You could apply this to Molly. You can apply this to so many people that we deal with in this environment. This is another weird form of projection where they see something they admire in someone, be it actually admirable or just a status symbol. And then instead of actually working on achieving it, they simply claim they already have or that they are entitled to it, usually simply by saying it with confidence and conviction. Consequently, as they claim that the positive traits, achievements, and characteristics of others, they discard their own negative features onto their victims. They may or may not be aware that it is happening, but it is happening nevertheless. Whoops, I missed a part. The whole process requires a lot of delusion, pretending, and deception. Sadly, many people fall for that, and they see the narcissist as a wonderful and amazing human being that they present themselves as. Yet in actuality, they are light years from. Can I get an amen? I mean, did they write this about him? Please pause for 30 minutes. We will be, I probably won't be here very long because Kenzie's going to go live. Actually, Kenzie hasn't been feeling good, but she needs a dose of this. Oh, Devious hugs. Devious, by the way, too, I've been wanting to tell you, like, I don't come in your chat and tell you that, but the reason I am quiet, I watch a lot of your stuff. But a lot of your chat hates my guts. And every time I like say hi, there's this air of insanity. So, and everybody has to tell you how much they hate me. So I always feel it causes such a sideline thing. So I just lurk from the bushes, but just know that I appreciate you. And I'm so glad that you have been able to navigate through all of the stuff you have. Hey, Jen's mom. Hey, Army Tanker's wife. Hey, y'all. Okay, let's go back to it. But seriously, this shit is just preemptive strike. Whenever a narcissist person feels threatened, they will call you the things that they themselves are as or are afraid that others will see them as. And then they will try to stalk you, slander you, or discredit you. Huh? They will try to sabotage and destroy you. Shocker. They will start a smear campaign and attempt a character assassination. Well, shit, oh dear. It's been non-stop character assassination for the last 11 months of complete random strangers on the internet. I know some of the people in my comment section, And the insanity and the person that they've tried to make me become. Again, uni used me for 11 months. But up until the last month, I was this extraordinary truth teller. He thought so highly of me. By the way, if you missed Burnt Toast Live, there was some interesting things that were said yesterday. But one thing I noticed was Tiger Talks did a video and Burnt Toast was mentioned 120 times in one video. I went and looked at a couple of them myself. You want to talk about creepy? Go search nonsense on some of his transcripts. It's disgusting. And then to now see that he's using it, but he's using me as trying to destroy me because I called him out on his poor behavior, gave him many opportunities to correct his poor behavior, to redo it, but he continued. Okay, let's continue. In their mind, frighteningly, you have become their mortal enemy. I'm going to play you a clip from last night. This is from Burnt Toast. This is, oh, did I save it? I might have just sent it to the girls. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, I'll just play it from our message. Hold on. Hold on.
So
Just like doxing and doxing, right? Hey, nonsense.
Nonsense.
So full context, Burnt Toast Live last night. This was part of it. And JD, who I guess was a part of the uni Discord, he was on panel and I asked a question. So this is what comes from it.
Chat says, was JD around for the first days of uni exposing JLR like back in 2012? His claim's not mine.
And by the way, we know that that's false. I was just asking because I have hunted high and low for these receipts that uni claims that he debunked all of the Sandy Hook stuff and that JLR was part of it. It's non-existent so far, but I just wanted to take the opportunity to ask somebody that was around or has been around uni way longer than I have. And listen to the response.
No, I was not. I didn't really know uni. I mean, I was around the internet, but I never spoken to uni at that point.
I believe
he actually
it.
says I was around the time because nope.
He didn't say JD was around.
I think his claim is that he
didn't say JD was around at that time. He's just claiming that he debunked JLR and that's the reason why JLR ran off the internet. But this is the interesting part.
exposed JLR back in 2012, which is weird because I'm like,
I don't think it was that far back. Maybe he's getting his dates wrong. I would know for sure. By the way, nonsense. He fucking hates you so much. You seriously, you are always in his thoughts.
So he kind of lowers his voice a little bit, but he says, by the way, nonsense, he fucking hates you so much. And this is a grown man. This JD is an older man. He seems very intelligent, very articulate. I enjoyed listening to him. I was questioning, like, how did he, but he explained he thought uni was nice enough. He was a gentleman, you know, he saw some problematic stuff, but took it and leave it. You know, I think he was there for gaming mostly. So people find a piece and they just, that's okay until it's not. But this is creepy.
You're all he talked about for like a month.
I'm all he talked about for a month. Dude, you just got married.
Probably still is. He really, really upset with nonsense.
He's really, really upset with nonsense. Instead of being upset with himself that he got caught up because he knew I was getting ready to expose him. And sorry, part 6 will lay it out even closer. This had nothing to do with anything. He was trying to mirror Queen, but he was using Queen as a form of protection against me. He was trying to amp up the community against me. And it worked for some people. It absolutely did. It absolutely worked.
I mean, I guess the math is not mathing for me because I'm pretty sure JLR was in prison.
Yeah.
In 2012.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
If anybody's going to provide factual information, it's going to be Burnt Toast or Heels in the Air on that or Deets on the Streets. Like if that's where those people know what the hell they're talking about. Hey, Zero. Hey, Liza. I almost did it again. Starry Night. Yeah, Tiger Talks. It's a little uncomfortable. Hey, Revival. Y'all, it's really uncomfortable because all I did was call him out on his problematic behavior. But he has sat here and told us all, look at the antis, look at the extremes, look over there, look at all their problematic behavior. Meanwhile, he's the exact same. He's no different. He just comes in a little bit more polished bubble to most people, but it's not him that comes in that polished bubble. It's the people around him that come in that polished bubble. Navy's got a good voice that swoons on the ladies. Navy's just as manipulative as Uni. I'm sorry. I'm going to be truthful. But watching him sit by and co-sign and condone the blatant lies and misinformation and not have the balls to stand up and say that's incorrect, Becky never did that, says a lot to me. And then knowing that they calculated movements to try and destroy my channel, not only lying about, and Navy, I hope you get this. He was a mod of mine. He had a wrench over here. So did Uni Rage, because I gave them unnecessary or undeserved respect. Nady sat on my panel with me. Nady knows that I've never dropped. I don't even think we've ever dropped my Cash App link. I think it's only posted in my About section, and it drove me nuts for months. I actually talked to numerous people. How do I do this? Because it makes me uncomfortable. And those slimy bastards, and I'm cussing, sorry, don't really care. They tried to tell everybody that I was a dry beggar, that I do all these things. Meanwhile, I've never done any of it. But you know how many people just run with it because they say so? Because they say so. Not only did they weaponize Navy and Menace, but they got Julie involved. I didn't know Julie did a whole stream talking shit on me. Up until starting to edit through part 6. They were so proud of Julie going live to discuss all the community problems. I didn't even know Julie. Didn't even know Julie. B-Frigs, and that's totally fine. I'm not encouraging anybody else. This is my experience, and I'm entitled to, I have no use for them. Navy was always good to me. But I didn't deserve any of that stuff. And I'm sorry if you don't have the guts to come out and say what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. How are you any different? It's not a pick and choose. This isn't a personal issue. And that's my thing with this whole thing. Everybody becomes so personally invested, so personally targeted. Why? How? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Let's go back to this. Okay. They also have no problem doing all of it preemptively and calling it a defense. So if you privately call them out, set healthier boundaries, or end the relationship, they may be afraid that you can see their flaws or that you will tell others what kind of person they are. Whether you do that or not, it is important to them because in their mind, the mere possibility of it is good enough excuse to label you as an enemy. And because a narcissistic type of person has little or no empathy, they may imagine that you will behave as they would in these situations. If they would lie or more likely are already lying, they will accuse you of lying. This was written about these people. And so they will do all these things just because they think you are somehow trying to or might hurt them. They will also accuse you of the very things they are themselves doing. Playing the victim, number 4. Common narcissistic strategy is to play the victim. You hurt me, poor me. Instead of working through the issue with you or internally, they have no problem dragging others into it by lying and painting you as the perpetrator and themselves as the victim. Oftentimes, this involves the aforementioned preemptive strike or provoking to get a reaction. For example, destroying your property, slandering you, turning people against you, or physically attacking you. Physically attacking were strangers over the internet, so that doesn't apply. Destroying property doesn't apply. And then when they respond when you respond appropriately to their active or passive aggression, now they can say that you are the aggressor because you are hurting them, or that you are unreasonable because of your wild, unacceptable behavior. Oh my God, have you guys seen how disgusting nonsense is? Have you seen nonsense raging? Oh my God, as they speed me up to 2 times, which does make me sound like a nut job when I'm going off. But also, they will blatantly get other people to just make lies up. Hence, I doxed Uni in a short. Never happened. Never happened. Never fucking happened. It's callous and calculated. And again, it involves accusing you of the things that they themselves are doing or have done. So it's not uncommon that the audience of this dramatic spectacle doesn't see the whole picture. Or doesn't care enough to figure out the full story. And that's totally fine too. A lot of people don't care because there's so many things going on. And I don't expect people to care at all. But the facts matter. And when people will just willfully ignore the facts because, not the day to care. it's a little problematic, and it just continues to feed people like this, and this is how they get away with it. It's not uncommon that many will take the side of the narcissist, as we've seen with Molly. The narcissist is desperate that their spectacle to be let me reread that. The narcissist is desperate that their spectacle be believed for the sake of their emotional management, so much so that they will say and do almost anything. For a narcissist, it is rarely about the truth and almost always about the audience's perception. This way, they receive false validation that they are right and that they are good and that you are wrong and evil. Here, their sense of self-esteem is restored and their feelings of shame and inadequacy are managed. So it's all well and good, except for those who got hurt. But who cares about them, right? The no you defense. If you call them out on their crap, or if they suspect you can see through their smoke and mirrors, they will say that it's you or others who are all these things, or that it's all false and nonsense. Imagine that. They may even say that they are honest, caring, and authentic, and that you don't understand these things. I don't understand YouTube. You are projecting. You are pretending. You are triggered. You are gaslighting. You are narcissistic. You are whatever buzzword they have learned. Holy shit. You've been doxxed. You are vet bashing me. Because people with narcissistic tendencies can be interested in human psychology too. A lot of them actually work in the helping, teaching, and medical fields or pretend to be experts and intellectuals on social media. I can think of one that doxed me that claims to be that. Some of them are really smart, eloquent, and popular, which makes their statements more believable to an unaware audience, such as Creepshow Art. That would be a great, if you want like a bigger creator that people claim similar things about, that would be a great example. They can learn all of these fancy terms and phrases, yet they often don't understand or even care about how to apply them correctly. Oh, that's true. Here's another tool for manipulation. It's another tool for manipulation. For them, learning means finding ways to justify all of their disturbing thoughts and behaviors, or use the knowledge as a tool against others for personal gain. They will do anything but accept reality and become a decent person, yet they can play one quite well. What's your thoughts? Oh, yeah, you guys can name a ton of them. And again, I'm not diagnosing anybody. Oh, 100%. Uni was taking his shot because, first of all, I was being extremely vocal before. Like, as soon as he started poking at those people, I had been being very vocal. But I was being very vocal with people that he knew. And I was making sure the message got to him that I was not happy with stuff. So therefore, Elizabeth, let me try. Oh, sorry. Give me a second. Oh, I got it saved from yesterday. Hey, I'm doing good. Okay. Oh, there's me again. There you go. Let me go back up and read your comments. See what you guys are saying. Hey, Rockabit. Yeah, Bomb. Here's my thing. I think Navy could be a genuinely good human being. I think he is definitely more. He's the allure to Uni's channel. If I'm being honest, like he's the reason why Uni was able to cultivate the crowd he was, in my opinion. However, watching how coordinated the efforts were to try and destroy and discredit me between 3 men with channels that they claim have been around YouTube for that long. I mean, granted, Molly and her crew did it too, so what's to be expected, but it's still not okay. It's abuse of power because they claim that they've been here all of this time. They're really good at all of these things. And then you punch down, right? Because that's what it is. If you want to talk about numbers and things, it's punching down. And then they try to gaslight, manipulate their way out of it. I've heard Uni ask for money to get dinner for his kids. Oh my gosh. And DoorDash. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. It's so hard for people to be honest. I don't get it. Yes, Tiger Talks, he absolutely does. I've seen proof of it. Yeah, Beefrigs, that's a good question. I don't know. Hey, Jackie. You're right, Starry Night. They would have a hell of a time if this offends them. Oh, Wednesday. I'm not afraid of these guys at all in that way. They're just very obsessive and they become very like fixated. Like I do streams that, you know, we all hear Molly says, "Oh, you all obsessed with me." No, it's a pattern of behavior and getting to people to understand how people move. You really have to timeline and use their own words and explain to people this is what they're doing. Even though some people have seen it for years, when you really go back and look at it and point out certain things, people can see it too. Like it's not obsession, but that's what they all call it as soon as you start to point out, "Oh, everybody's obsessed with me. They're obsessed with me." That will be Uni's next thing. "Oh my God, they're obsessed with me." This is from Psych Central. Just search, hold on, let me go back up to the top. Oops. This is actually a great article. I just lost it. Oh, nope, there it is. Let me show you again on the screen. This is from Psych Central, 5 Ways Narcissists Project and Attack You. I also linked it in the description. Hey, Felony. Agree to disagree. Yes, absolutely. He spams his PayPal and his Discord. Yeah. Facts and truth matters. Beefrix, he really thought he was going to take the credibility of the OG drama community, and which the few of them that kind of hang out and like dabble in a little bit more than the drama community, like you and Mobs, in my opinion, and then Queen Bee and all of those other people, to shut me down. There's manipulation tactics of how they move. There were certain people deployed in certain chats to get close to certain people to, you know, be more palatable, and that's how they move. So they were hoping on building that credibility with other people. So as soon as a newbie like myself would come out and speak, you guys would in some way shut me down or shut me up or try to go against me and be like, "Oh, Becky, you're just seeing things or you don't understand." That's not the case. That's how they move though. He really thought he would get away with it because he's been getting away with it for 8 years. Psych Central, y'all. Psych Central has great articles. He also spends all of his time in his Discord. If it's not the fan server, he's the production server, yapping like a rabid chihuahua. And again, y'all, Navy made his video in Uni's Discord in another room. Like this was a combined effort to try and attack and discredit me. I'm speaking on my experience from what they've done. Exactly, Tiger Talks. He has done this in so many communities, and he uses people like Julie, who was unsuspecting, didn't know that there was never a relationship between Uni and I. And then he involved her in this. They took it all over to her the first night on her channel, thinking that I was going to start going back and forth with Julie or having a problem with Julie. In reality, I could see that writing on the wall. They were using her. She had a few questions and they gaslit the shit out of her. Absolutely. Sorry, I'm still back up in the comments. I'm going through. Absolutely. Wednesday, they do. Narcs do. Yeah, Jenny. Oh my gosh, that was back in September, Beefers. That was all the way back in September. I went and looked at that and I rewatched that. People have been getting mad at me because I said that Uni doxed Creepshow art in his server. Well, you can go back to that, and I put it in part 6 because he used that as an in to try and like go after Katie almost, but suck Molly's ass. Like, well, Creepshow was doxed in my Discord server and Katie did this and this and this. I've got it clipped and it's getting added to it. But those are Uni's words. Like he uses stuff like that when it's convenient for him. That's why I've used the examples of what I have, because it's constant, nonstop. And he uses bigger creators all the time. He gets himself involved in a bunch of shit. He's definitely more likable. Yep. Yep. Yep, absolutely. Uniball. I agree with you, Liza. Yep. You were on Top Chat. Misogynistic. Yeah, I don't deal with misogynists very well. You deleted your Discord after that? Yeah. Hope, honestly, it's not your judgment on people, it's the manipulation tactics of them. People need to stop carrying this on their shoulders. I've been doing that myself. This isn't about us. This is about this pattern of behavior. That's why these people are so similar, because this is who thinks they can get away with stuff like this. Hey, Sticky. This is not a you thing. This is a them thing. And it's about time we start putting it on the people and stop carrying that weight for them. This is who they are. They manipulate people because that's part of it. Yes, the attention seeking. Yes, absolutely, Laura. Oh, Jenny. And that's the abuse of power. He took his power for some reason because there was a community developed around Uni, right? So they were there for the people around Uni, not even Uni. And then Uni, because he saw that those people wanted community so bad, he abused his power within that as, you know, the Uni of the Uni fam, and used those people and manipulated those people for his own evil doings. It's also cult tactics or high control group tactics. I don't know if the wedding took place or not. I did see that there was a marriage license. Hey, Steph. You rage quit. Yeah, Stargazer, that's the same as I feel too. The way he is treating AZ and Julie tells a lot about who he is, who Uni is. Not just you, the way he's treating AZ and Julie, the way he's blatantly lying on any and every single person that says anything against him. Hearing AZ try to gaslight AZ, or hearing Uni, yeah, they like and that's the sad thing is people they don't think it's going to be them. Like, it's not going to be them because they don't have that relationship. But as soon as you question somebody like this, who's abusing their power and manipulating their people, it becomes an offense instantly. They're on the offensive. They're like, oh, how dare you? And it's an attack. You guys are all in Top Chat. Yes. Yes. Periwinkle. Yes. He absolutely did. And that's why he got so triggered by me pulling out old videos, because I was pointing out that he uses specific terms like evidence, and he's told stories to go one way, and he's got all this evidence proving that this person did this and that, when in reality, he's got a bunch of fucking hot air and he jumps on hot topics to get attention and subs. That's all he's doing. That's why he follows Katie around. That's why all these people follow Katie. It's gross. Hey, Miss Lee. Yeah, and then you see how they move. They all, instead of like setting back and realizing, oh shit, there's a bigger piece here, the community just moved to their next. Like, it's weird. Yes, Dennis, yes. He's arrogant. Yes. Brittany, I don't know. He was always forward and back with KJ. 1 minute being, yes. Oh, absolutely, Les. I think he's a meek, minor, like timid mouse. Like, he's got this ego that he's created on social media, but I guarantee in real life he is timid, spineless weasel, to be honest. He absolutely used Julie. Absolutely used Julie. That's why I see Julie and AZ so differently in this whole process than the people that were really close to Uni. Because they even sat by when that first started going against Julie and AZ, and they didn't say shit. Think about that. Think about that. They sat back and didn't give two shits about what was being done to those girls and the lies that were being told. And they let it go up until the point where he started going after the cancer stuff. Think about that, though. If that doesn't tell you who they are, that's what it is. There are some in the community that other creators will use as bulldogs. Yep. Yeah, I've never Jenny, we don't even have a mod chat. I don't even remember half the time who has a wrench and who doesn't. He uses everybody. That's the whole thing, because he is so irrelevant in his own life and times. But this goes beyond uni. Like, but he absolutely tried to weaponize people around me that he assumed I had relationships with. First and foremost, do you really think that just because a creator has been on here for 5 years, if they tell me to, oh, I think you're wrong on that, do you think that's going to change my opinion? No, because 9 times out of 10, I've researched up and down, back and forth before I ever even mention something. Hey, Queen Bee. Cherie, I feel bad for Cherie too. T, I don't know if she's still involved or not. I really don't. I don't know many of the people around him, to be honest. Yes. Yes. Yeah, the movements of many creators. And it starts off, like, you think about this, it's at this community level. But then if you go watch, like, there's a creator by the name of Swoop who did a multiple part series on the Creepshow art and the downfall of that. That's interesting. I really like her content, but I really think that she did an excellent overview. But I think you can apply those. There's so many similarities to the same things now, just at a different level. And it's crazy how a lot of these people have somehow connected in the past. They've all, yes, Swoop with the blue hair. Yep. Her little intro, swoop, swoop, swoop. Like the little thing that she does cracks me up. I get it stuck in my head. Oh, Stargazer. That's great. But that's how these people move. You thought he was very arrogant from the beginning. See, that's the thing is I'm so sorry. Always happy. I didn't pay attention. Like, I'm kind to a fault. I am kind to a fault to people because I was also so invested in just finding the truth. Somebody just be honest. Just be honest. It's not that hard. And the whole Dre thing, like the Dre and Marvon story, if that didn't show you guys a lot of who people are, they had no problem sitting back and lying and manipulating. And if you go back and watch even some of Uni's videos on that, and if you know the facts of how things actually went, it's so frustrating to hear. It's actually just disturbing. But I was so caught up in doing my own content and figuring out the facts that I, would pop in and it would just go right over my head. And I tried to keep it cute because I wasn't trying to come out and offend everybody right off the get-go. I mean, I've made a lot of friends, obviously. But, oh, Marcy, he does use everyone indeed. But he's not the only one that does it. And he's so similar. But you notice that the first people they start comparing you to or saying that you're going to go run to is people on the opposite side of the community or their community. Like, they're not even on the opposite side of my community. Those people have nothing to do with anything over here. They're not a part of the island. They're not a part of the drama community. They're not a part of anything. They just have past problematic history with a group of them, and they follow each other around and fight. And then whoever those people get involved with, they create more issues. It's just the same. Yes, Stephanie. It's crazy. He's a carbon copy. What's crazy to realize too is he has been trying to get to the platform size of MGL and all those others, but he gets caught up in his lies. And every time it's a fall from grace, but he's never the problem. Everybody else is the problem. Well, this time we're sealing your fate. And that's 100% on that. I'm going to see this through. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get the timeline done. Then I'm going to wrap it up in a wonderful bow and give the downfall of Uni in one fell, easy to digest, all of it from start to finish over the years in one video. And then we're moving on because this girl here has a brain And my brain is stagnant right now because this is easy. I hate to say it. They expose themselves. It's not challenging. It's easy. It becomes annoying. Because they take it so personal. I don't know these people like this. I don't want to know these people like this. No, thank you. But the obsession becomes really real. So I will wrap it up with a bow, move along. We might have a few pieces here and there that we have to talk about. But guess who's still going to be talking about me in 8 years? Uni. I hate to say it, but this doesn't like, I don't even understand it. Like I was listening to Mobs today. They were actually having a good discussion about autism and things like that. But I sit here and I watch, like, I watch so many people, and not Mobs at all. Like Mobs was actually having a genuine conversation about, other things that were going on in other pieces of the community that I don't even pay attention to. But there's some people that weaponize their disabilities too. There's a lot of people out here that use the woe is me as soon as they push it too far, even subs. And again, nothing against subs, but even people in the comment section, they want to be a part of something so bad that they will weaponize their disabilities as soon as somebody says, that was not right, you shouldn't have done that. And creators do it too. They weaponize these things against their subs, their audiences, other people in the communities to try and shut people down. Bye, Dennis. Oh, the clip channels. And the way he demeans the clip channels. Oh my God. Yes. You know what? Sorry, Night. Not only unis, but a bitch in a bathroom, a weirdo in a weird hat, a guy that I've never had a conversation with that claims that I said he was sexually harassing me when I've never said anything remotely like that. All of those people are the exact same. And they all are obsessed. And they will blatantly lie with zero proof, zero anything to back it up. But it's because it's the offense. They go on the offense before they even know what was said, just to try and shut you down. Because sadly enough, there's people that will believe these people. We have came to a point in our society that people are afraid to ask questions. They're afraid to say, hey, that's not okay. I sit back and I look at, like, even some people, like, I don't know why. I don't know why people are so fast to jump on me and expect me to correct things, but then they excuse shit like what Navy and Uni and Menace do. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Because if I was to weaponize the Tessas like that, and Nunya, encourage Nunya to do videos on this, or Amethyst, oh, the whole thing would be a shit show. And how dare I? But it's okay when it's them. It just doesn't make sense. Yes, he weaponizes it. Yep. Yep. And it's really sad because creators also use people around them with disabilities to weaponize against other people too. I hate to say it, but we're seeing it. Yeah, it's really sad. I don't know where the free thinking went. Are you ready? Oh, Kiki. Okay. Sis is in here. Yeah, and the sad thing is we're never going to come to an end of the liars. Like, there's always going to be liars. Liars lie to lie. Like, we're never going to end that. But I can't get with it. I can't get with the double standards. I'm struggling with a lot of that stuff. It took little of me. These people have been calling Uni out for years.
Hello.
But guess what? The people that were calling Uni out, 99% of them have past history with him. They are as problematic as him, and they're not trustworthy. They lie just to lie, so they had no credibility. So when they do that, and then they tell you, oh, but wait, this person is that way too. What are you going to believe? They don't show proof. They are historically known as liars. So how do you think Uni has gotten away with it? He keeps those people around because it's plausible deniability at all times. Oh, look at who they are because they're liars. They are. But so are you. It took me coming in and being like, hail to the nah, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. And then Uni made the biggest mistake by thinking that everybody was just going to believe him, that he had enough influence. Can you not show them your butt? Can you please have some respect for the audience, Kiki? Kiki's like, here's my butt. Hey, Cashmere. Hey, Scary Ghost Girl. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, exactly. It's never ending. Yep. Yeah, T, it's exhausting too. I will say, but I am switching things up just so you guys know. I did talk about this a little bit in my Islander chat, the Cabana, the members group. I got a new theme song. Do you guys want a preview of it? Now, if I preview this and somebody else goes and finds it, you're just going to be called a copycat. So that's all it is. And I will, because this shit's mine. Hold on, is it the right one?
Speak my mind and I don't care. Express myself with a devil's stare. I tell you, 'cause I'm no angel.
That's all you get of it. There's my new intro. And trust me, I'm doing some edgy things for my new intro. I'm so excited. So excited. Kiki, stop. He's like pushing on the computer now. What a dork. I'm doing a new intro and I'm doing a new format. Like I am going to go to more pre-records, just so you guys know. I will still do lives, but lives are probably going to be more podcast type style with Kyle and I doing stuff. Oh, it's great. It's super good. It's really good. I'll play a little bit more. Okay. It's really good. And it fits me to a T.
Speak my mind and I don't care. Express myself with a devil's stare. I tell you, 'cause I'm no angel. Play with me, you play with fire. 'Cause I should come with a warning sign. Oh, baby.
I probably should come with a warning sign. Okay, that's it though. That's all you get. But I am going to do, so Kyle and I've been talking, Kyle's my sounding board on a lot of this stuff. And then poor Amethyst gets my rambles too. And Nunya, like, all of them. Anyways, me and him, like, he is totally cool with coming in and, hey, no, get up. Hey, he's typing. Sorry, y'all. He was going to climb up on the keyboard. What are you doing, dude? You're a mess today. What are you doing? You gonna tell your friends hi today? Anyways, so I'm gonna do more shortened pre-records. They're not gonna be long pre-records like this, but I'm gonna do deep dives into topics that we like to discuss over here: mental health, true crime, cold cases, prison stuff, like endless amount of topics. So I will be doing shorter style videos with deep dives into specific things. I'm also going to be doing like a podcast thing, bring Kyle on. We're going to talk about funny things. We're going to talk about serious situations, but more of a live situation. That way I'm going to switch it up a little bit because I feel so tunneled. I feel really stuck in a tunnel, and I do it to myself. I have to see things through because I really want people to understand and get the point of it. So I put a lot of pressure on myself to like make it go through, but it's honestly, it's time. I've been here almost a year. If I'm going to stay around, because it's not like these people don't scare me. It's not even the mental exhaustion that they create because I ignore 99% of it. The email shit, like all of that. I just handle it the way it should be and I move on. But after I get through this, I'm moving on. I'm done. And I'm going to go into more of a broader thing because these people are just these people. but some of them will be the first one you're going to get of the new style version is the downfall of a debunker, the Unirock. And it's going to be one video start to finish. And it will take me doing research and timelining and fact checking and all of the shit that I like to do in a shorter, condensed version. That's the hope. That's what the shoot for. Kathy, yes. And I think so many people are so afraid to talk about mental illness too, or mental health. Listening to mobs talk, and they were discussing, like I said, they were discussing Laura and a mod of hers. Capone, I think is his name. Potentially having autism. My little one has ADHD, autism, trauma, like all of the things. So those are things that we deal with at all times. And those are things I'm passionate about. I'm not passionate about talking shit on uni. There's no passion in this for me. There is nothing that good that's going to come out of it. That's why people are like, well, you're just a part of the drama community. I can do drama with the best of them if I wanted to. I could come out here and talk shit just to randomly talk shit about people. That's what they do. And that's the part of it. Like, but there's a lot of the drama community that also ventures into like higher interest, and they're not really just drama community. So I'm trying to find kind of like, and yeah, there'll still be drama because I'm going to do stuff on influencers. There's also a lot of MLM debunkers that I don't like. And there's a lot of them that felony. I honestly, therapy, Amethyst, Nanya, Kyle. The thing about it is I've dealt with abusive people my entire life. Uni is no different to me than anybody else that's an abusive male in my life. I've shut those people out for a reason. So therefore, when you continue to lie on me to the extent that they did, the opening of part 5, I didn't get to that part yet. That's the opening of part 6, that clip. Somebody asked me about that too. Did he say that you claimed he was dangerous? Yeah, those were his actual words. He claimed that I said he was dangerous and was pushing people to kill themselves. I never said that, ever. But he even takes it to the point of saying, somebody's clipping it right now. Yeah, those are his words. That's the opening of part 6. But they were thinking that I cut that out of part 5. I didn't. Yes, Wednesday. Absolutely. And you can take so many things of that downfall and apply it to the same things. These people all are their own worst enemies at the end of the day. Like they really are. Molly, think about that. Like I know we just kind of moved on because she's gone off the platform. So here nor there. But think about the timeline of events that took place in her time on YouTube. She started her YouTube channel by going after a sexual assault victim. She went after and sympathized with celebrities who were being accused of wrongdoings. She got attention from that. And then she started exploiting victims and their tragedies. And it built her to a channel of 90K. She thought she was untouchable. She thought she was on, the ride of her life. Until people started coming in and laying down her own words against herself. A lot of people, mobs, and a few people had tried to do it for years. But it took really putting into play. These are the things that she continues to do. But she thought she was untouchable. And because of the people, not just her, because she had built a fortress up to shut people down. Like she attacks mobs, just lies on her, just makes up blatant lies. And sadly enough, people will believe that. Absolutely. Until she crashed. Absolutely. Yeah. Amethyst was, yeah. Do you think YouTube makes people narcissistic or do you think they're already that way? Steph, I think everybody's kind of got a little bit of narcissistic traits in them. I think everybody has certain qualities in there. I think YouTube magnifies it, if that makes sense. A lot of these people are attention seekers by nature. They are shock jocks by nature. So I think YouTube puts that under a magnifying glass and you see it in a different light. I also think that it brings out the worst in a lot of people. I will say that. Unfortunately, in YouTube, I don't see many people that it brings out the better in. I see it bringing out the worst in most people. And that's just me being here for a year. But these people, YouTube becomes part of who they are. It becomes part of their identity. You want Kyle in a video, and you probably will get that, Cash. Absolutely, Cashmere. Absolutely. She still does. Absolutely. Because that's the tendency. It's not them, it's everybody else. It's not them. Yes, absolutely, Wednesday. If you don't have a good support system or a good base in reality and don't have something that forces you to touch grass or forces you off, it's really easy. And again, nothing wrong with it because people want a sense of belonging. So they come here looking for a sense of belonging and they get into very toxic relationships very fast because they want to belong. Kiki! He keeps showing his butt to everybody. Can you move your butt? You're being rude. He's a mess. Attention seeking, absolutely. Jessica Kent.
Kiki.
Yeah, Bama, that's I here's my thought process, honestly, y'all. Like, this is where I go because the reason, and I've said this, like, I ran my background check on live and showed you guys. The reason why I'm so honest, I'm honest to a fault. I'm honest to a fault. But the reason that is because I know exactly how this works. People get jealous of a little bit of attention, even if it's like, I've never cared about the numbers. I don't care about all of that stuff. That's never been my thing. I just want the truth. But I knew that I had to just lay it all out on the line because sooner or later they will try to find anything because people get jealous. And so my thought about this whole thing to begin with is, how do these people come into this thinking that they're going to get away with it? How do they think that they're not going to know? Or sooner or later, it's not going to catch them up. It's because they get in their own heads and they believe that they're capable of all this, and because they've been manipulating a lot of times their whole entire lives. It's just part of it. I hate to say it, but Kiki is absolutely a narcissist when it comes to his mama.
Kiki, come here.
Hold on. He's hiding under the computer. He just sits there. Oh, God, I just gave you a crotch shot. I'm so sorry. I have shorts on. Okay, you couldn't see anything besides my inner leg. God dang it. Don't do that, Becky. See you in the night. Even titling myself. I have no shame.
Are you ready?
I think, but that's why I did that. Like, I literally came out and, as soon as I was doxxed, I came out anonymous, but I came out, I know, crotch shot. It's not Fupa Cam anymore. B-Fergs, are you still here? Now it's crotch shot.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Kenzie's going to do her makeup, and I'm going to come talk to you guys for a while if you want to join her. Kenzie's going to go do her makeup.
Quick, easy makeup.
Huh?
Quick, easy makeup because I don't have lashes that will fit my glasses.
Oh, she doesn't have lashes that'll fit her glasses. Yeah, exactly. Because they've lived with inadequacies, they feel very entitled. So as soon as people start paying attention to somebody that's never been paid attention to, and a lot of these people have a lot of trauma. I'm not discrediting that either. Like, a lot of people had trauma, don't have support systems, things of that nature. So as soon as they start getting a little positive attention, they become addicted to it. And they really hone in. They really stick to, wanting that. And then they will take it to another level to get that recognition, that validation. They're seeking validation. And I think that's the difference between me and the rest of them. Like, I'm validated by looking at this one, seeing how she has grown up. And I've made so many fucking mistakes. Let's be honest. So many mistakes. I will forever say that nobody's perfect. Like, there's nothing, but it's life. It's how you navigate through it. But I have validation in other places where a lot of people don't. A lot of people only get validation from social media, and it's sad. It can be very healthy at times too, but it can become toxic in 2 seconds.
Not much. I can't even get close to him without him biting me.
He's like, don't mess with, I'm trying to sleep. He's just chewing on sis. Every parent makes mistakes. Yes, absolutely. All right, y'all, I'm going to go down. She's gonna do her makeup and talk to you guys, and I'm gonna go down with her. I'm gonna go back to working on part 6. I just wanted to touch base with you guys and tell you kind of how I was feeling, because this is bigger than like uni. It's bigger than, and it's not, I continue to say it's not personal. And people are like, then why are you upset? Because when people lie on you to that extent, it's human nature to finally react. And of course I'm going to lie. Prefer food beefer, because I know. I was like, what the hell did I just do? And no, I'm not deleting the video. They can screenshot the hell out of that. I don't give a shit. Whatever you're going to do. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I will see you guys down on Kenzie's too if you join us down there. Thank you, Hope. I appreciate y'all. Trio, thank you. And I am going to finish part 6 in the next couple days. And then hopefully, I think I can time it out. I'm trying to not make them that long. That last one was miserable. I think I've got 2 or 3 pieces, and then we're ending it. We're ending it. Yeah, Becca, cash in his timeouts. All right, y'all. I will see you guys later. Oh, there goes my mouse. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.